Finally, everything was ready. Mama Grace called Greg and told him she was lonely. She said she wanted her grandchildren and daughter-in-law to stay with her for a few days. Greg refused immediately. He said Flora belonged at home taking care of him. But Mama Grace did not stop calling. Every day, she said she was old. She said she needed help. She said the children should spend time with their grandmother. After days of pressure, Greg finally agreed. 3 days only. Flora packed lightly so he would not suspect anything. Her hands trembled as she zipped the small bag. The children were excited to visit their grandmother. They did not know this was goodbye to the only home they had ever known. At Mama Grace's house, Flora finally told them the truth. They were going to Canada to start a new life. The younger ones did not understand, but the older two looked relieved. That same evening, a taxi arrived. Mama Grace hugged each child tightly. She hugged Flora longer. She told her to be strong and never look back. 2 days later, Greg went to his mother's house to collect his family. Mama Grace calmly told him they had already gone home. Greg frowned and said he had just come from there and nobody was inside. She told him to go and check properly. He returned home and searched every room. Empty. Flora's phone was switched off. Panic rose in his chest. He rushed back to his mother's house shouting before he even entered. Where was they? What had she done? Mama Grace looked at him calmly and told him the truth. Flora and the children had traveled to Canada. She had sent them away herself. Greg moved toward her with clenched fists, but 3 men stepped out from the back room. Her brothers, waiting. Greg froze. He screamed, threatened everyone, said he would kill them all. For days, he kept calling Flora's number. It never connected. He could not eat. He could not sleep. The house felt too big, too quiet. After a week, he returned to his mother again. This time, he was not angry. He knelt. He begged. He promised to change. Mama Grace shook her head sadly. It was no longer her decision. She gave him Flora's new number and told him to try convincing his wife himself. Greg called with shaking fingers. When Flora heard his voice, her stomach tightened. He cried, he pleaded, he swore everything would be different. But Flora remembered every slap, every bruise, every locked door, every terrified night. She told him no. She said when the children were older, he could visit them. Right now, they were afraid of him. That night, Greg sat alone in the empty bedroom. The same walls he once used to trap his family now trapped only him. He cried until his throat hurt. For the first time, he understood. But it was too late. Thousands of miles away, Flora and her children were finally breathing freely, safe, and they were never going back.